All right, let's jump right in. We tend to think about our hearing as, well, just about our ears, right? But what if I told you the clarity of your hearing could be directly connected to how sharp your mind is? Today, we're going to explore what the research says about that very connection. So let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself kind of struggling for the right word? Or feeling that frustrating mental fog roll in? Maybe you've even had a little worry in the back of your mind about your memory slipping. It's a super common feeling, but the cause might be coming from somewhere you'd never expect. And this is where it gets really, really interesting. Recent research is now showing a direct link between a decline in our hearing and the risk of cognitive issues like Alzheimer's. I mean, that's a potential connection that completely changes how we should be thinking about our ear health, isn't it? Okay, so let's break down the first part of this, which our source material calls the silent struggle. And that's exactly what it is. It's how our hearing health can slowly fade, often without us even noticing, until it becomes a much bigger deal. I mean, think about it for a second. Are you ever worried about damaging your hearing in this crazy loud world we live in? Does the thought of maybe needing a hearing aid someday kind of freak you out? These aren't just small worries. They point to something much deeper, a biological link between what we hear and how we think. And here's the kicker. This connection comes with a serious sense of urgency. According to the sources we're looking at, when it comes to our hearing, time is absolutely not on our side. Let's dig into why. Now get this. The source material presents a pretty shocking claim, citing research that suggests there's a very, very small window to deal with things like tinnitus. You know, that constant ringing in your ears? The message here is crystal clear. Waiting around is just not an option when the damage could become permanent. So, what even is tinnitus, according to this? Well, it's not just some phantom noise. It's framed as the sound of your brain literally trying and failing to repair itself. This perspective, which the material links to research from Georgetown University Medical Center, basically positions it as a biological alarm bell. So, after laying out the problem and really hammering home the urgency, the material pivots to a potential solution. It introduces a product called ZenCortex, and it's described as a natural shield for your entire auditory system. The whole idea behind ZenCortex is actually pretty simple: protection. The formula, which was developed by Jonathan Miller, is all about using research-backed, all-natural ingredients to basically build a shield for your ears and support healthy hearing. And they seem to be pretty serious about their standards. We're talking only plant-based ingredients, it's non-GMO, there are 0 stimulants, and this is a big one, it's not habit-forming. Plus, it's easy to take. But what's actually in it? Let's pop the hood and see what kind of science is actually powering this formula. So they've broken down the ingredients into a couple of key groups. First up, we've got the stuff focused on protection and blood flow, things like grapeseed, which is packed with antioxidants to protect your ear. Then there's green tea to help improve blood flow, and capsicum annuum to support a healthy inflammation response. All of it is aimed at supporting your overall auditory health. All right, the next group of ingredients zeroes in on that brain-ear connection we were talking about. We've got Panax Ginseng for its neuroprotective properties, while Gymnema sylvestre and Astragalus are in there to support clear hearing. Oh, and they also include maca root, which is known for boosting energy levels. But the real question is, does it actually work? What are people saying? Well, according to the source, based on over 2,000 reviews, the product is sitting at a pretty incredible 4.98 out of 5 stars. Let's look at a couple of stories. Here's one from Sean B., who's an audio engineer, a guy whose job literally depends on his hearing. He calls ZenCortex the best investment you'll ever make. That's powerful stuff. Then there's Jack S., and what he points out really hits on that dual benefit we talked about. He says he loves how easy it is to take and how it supports his mental sharpness. See? It keeps coming back to that ear-brain connection. And I really like this last one from Sabine G. It's not just about the physical benefits, right? It's about peace of mind. She says just knowing she's feeding her hearing the right nutrients helps her sleep better at night. That's a benefit that goes way beyond the physical. So if you're listening to all this and thinking, maybe this is for me, the source material lays out a really simple path to get started. And getting it into your daily routine couldn't be easier. It's just one dropper in the morning before breakfast and another one before lunch. You can put it under your tongue or just mix it in water or juice. And while some people apparently feel a difference in the first week, they say the best results really kick in after about 3 months of using it consistently. Okay, let's talk about the deal. If you go for the 180-day supply, which is their best value, the price drops down to just $49 a bottle, and that includes free shipping here in the US. And get this, they're also throwing in a couple of free digital bonuses if you grab a 3 or 6 bottle supply. You get a guide called Hear Like a Pro and another one called Powerful Ways to Sharpen Your Memory, which is full of exercises to help fight that cognitive decline. Now, if you're still on the fence, they've got you covered with a pretty solid guarantee. It's a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. They say if you're not satisfied for any reason, you can just return it, even the empty bottles, for a full refund, no questions asked. And I think this quote from the creator, Jonathan Miller, really says it all. He says, "I demand you are enthusiastic with your purchase, not just satisfied." He's basically saying the only way to really know is to try it for yourself. So that really just leaves one final thought, doesn't it? When you've got a natural, science-backed way to shield your hearing health right in front of you, isn't it finally time to start listening to what your body might be trying to tell you?